What does it actually feel like to look for a data job in Australia in 2026? Today, I just want to sit down and share my experiences, including what actually can help to land into interview, what kind of interview I've been through, how different companies approach hiring, how you can prepare, and also I have been in the market for 4 months. How do I feel? Am I okay? My name is Yu Li. I wrap up my last role because of a organizational restructure last December. I have 7 years of data experiences across data engineering, data analytics, data governance. Right now, I'm seeking for analytic engineer role. Work directly with the business stakeholder, come up with the end-to-end data solution, including modeling, data pipeline, dashboard, and report. So over the past few weeks, I feel it's not easy at all. The number of the opening roles has been reduced a lot than the last time I'm in the market. It is mainly because of the macroeconomic pressure. Companies are being so much cautious on where they will invest the money. They are pulling back on certain initiatives, more layoffs to reduce the cost pressure to survive in this cycle. That naturally leads to less projects. But the good thing is I find that there are still strong need in this area. So data team is not just a something nice to have, but you can see people see this team as critical for the business running. There are a lot of growing companies, they are still invest in data to support their decision making, especially where data can directly drive the revenue or efficiency or helping with the operation. This means like there's still data jobs. It's just take time for people like us to find the right match. Although I haven't landed into a role, but I have few interviews happen in the past weeks. What actually helps me to get interviews? For me, there are two most efficient way to get an interview. First is from the recruiter. I actively message recruiters as soon as they post some role, and also have an active LinkedIn and Seek profile will help the recruiter find you from those platforms. The second is the referral. It's not just adding a name in the application. I mean the real referrals, where someone can really reach out to the hiring manager for you. By just direct apply, I didn't get much response. Even sometimes I feel that is 100% match. Now I want to share about for my experiences, the company I came across to an interview stage. I can roughly group those into 4 different types. The first type is large global company, UK, US based fintech company. For this kind of fintech company, their team in Australia are still relatively small, but they are growing aggressively and they offer very, very competitive package. If your goal is to get into those companies, here is what you need to know. All the interview process for this kind of company is very long, usually 4 to 5 rounds. It starts with a recruiter screening. Then you may have online assessment for statistic, probability, or Python and SQL. And the next is a technical round. Normally it's SQL and Python live code to access your code level. And then there may additional case study that access your data analysis skill, including how do you design metrics for different scenarios, how you approach with the data problems and using the data asset to provide the answer. And the final stage is normally a cultural fit interview. So let's talk about the technical preparation. SQL and Python are a must, especially for SQL. My experiences is leak code is not enough because in the real interview, they don't just give you a clean table and ask simple questions. They normally give you multiple tables, give you a schema, give you metadata, and also you need to identify what are the primary key, foreign key for those tables, and then join those to a final solution. Within that 1 hour, you have to quickly pick up what the table represents for and link those into a real business problem. How would you measure a performance in these products? How do you segment your customer and what is the different performance for each of the different customer? They also test your analytical thinking and strategic thinking, like how do you structure problem, how do you present your result, and where you can generate the real insight and the recommendation. For the global companies based in the US, the first couple round of the interview is based on their time zone. I had an interview at 8 p.m., 10 p.m. The second type of the company that I have been interviewed are the large local Aussie companies, the banks, the energy, airline, retail brands you already know. Those are the company you use their service or their products every day. For this kind of company, their interview are quite different. For this kind of large organization, they normally have a very complex back-end system. Because of this, their data quality and data governance become a real challenge. In the interview, they are looking for someone not only have the generic data skill for the SQL and Python, they are looking for from your experiences, how do you understand the data quality, governance, how data flows different systems. A lot of their projects are around the data migration, system migration, so you have to comprehensive understanding of the data nature. In the interview, they focus heavily on your own experiences. It's very scenario-based. Even in behavioral questions, they are expecting you can link your scenario to a real data project challenge. They'll go deep. What problem did you solve? How do you handle data conflicts? How do you work with stakeholders? The third type is growing companies. They may not have very complex system yet. They have a strong urgent need for data, looking for people who can move fast and also build solutions from scratch, people who have hands-on and also can deliver quickly. The last type is fixed-term or daily rate contract. For these roles, the hiring manager usually have a very clear problem to solve. The interview is also dig into your experiences and skill. They will go into how would you approach that specific problem. If you can quickly identify their big pain point and link your experiences and knowledge and expertise to solve it, that will significantly increase your chance to get the role. In terms of tool, Databricks and Snowflake are definitely the top two across the market right now. Why I haven't landed in a role? I think there are two main reasons. The first is visibility. I'm not getting enough exposure to the hiring manager to get an interview. Most of my applications are being filled out at the resume stage. But if you ask if there is any wrong with your resume, I would say not really. It is a challenge, like if you say the number of the application they receive more than 100 applications in just a few days. Honestly, I don't know how to stand out in this situation. The second reason is I'm looking for something very specific. I'm not looking for a pure data analyst or data engineer role. I want to combine all of those and moving it fast to an end-to-end analytic engineer. I strongly believe that is an evolving area. AI will be amplified a lot for that. After 4 months without a job, how do I feel? Honestly, there are moments I feel lost. But overall, my anxiety level is actually quite low. If 10 is extremely anxiety, I say I around 1 to 2. So where is that 1 to 2 coming from? There are a few moments I still remember. I want to share that to let you know if you are experiencing all of this, you are not alone. Sharing vulnerability doesn't mean we are not strong enough. I feel sad when a role feels perfect. I'm also in the final round. I love their products, the team, and feel there is a lot of space for me to contribute and growth, but I still didn't get it. I feel lost when there was 1 week I didn't receive any updates, only rejection emails. I feel shock and anxiety when I read the headline that mass layoffs happens in Australia in just a couple of weeks. But overall, what keeps me stable is this. I take action instead of overthinking too much. I did more than just applying for jobs. I created this video, sharing and consolidating what I have been learning in my career and my thinking around the data. I'm doing vibe coding for some of my ideas. I'm trying to manage a good, sustainable lifestyle, keep good routine, have good food, have enough water, enough sleep, and some workout. These simple things keeps me energetic every day. And also, I appreciate a lot. I got a lot of support, not only from family and friends, and also community. That warmth and energy are coming from everywhere. So end of the day, what really matters is very simple. It's just the adaptability, the mindset, and whether keep learning. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are currently job hunting, I really hope you get the offer you want soon. If you are still in the process, take care of yourself. Don't forget to live your life as well. We will all get what we want.